Welcome to another episode of Ozfish. Dave here, let's get some. I'm out fishing with Brandon again today. Brandon and I are out to do some live baiting in the river, see if we can catch a few Jew. So one of the problems with Jew fishing in the summer in the Hunter River is that you get lots and lots of wind from the northeast, and it can be really rough outside in a small tinny. It can be very problematic in relation to catching live baits. So it's pretty stiff nor'easter today. It's pretty rough outside. I've had a look at it. So what I've decided to do is, I don't like fishing in the morning anyway. I'm kind of like an afternoon guy, late afternoon guy and into the night. I love fishing in the dark, into the night, really late into the night. But luckily today it's high tide at 5 p.m, right about now. So when you get a high tide in the river, it will calm it down a lot when that nor'east is blowing really hard. But if you're out in the river trying to catch live bait, it's blowing hard from the nor'east and the tide is running out, it'll get really rough in the harbour when you're trying to catch live bait. There's not much swell today, so it shouldn't be too bad. But if you're out there if there's swell running and you're on a run out tide in a nor'easter, yeah, it's really dangerous. If you're even just going to try to drop the anchor and catch Jewfish out there like that, it's so rough, the waves get so big. So hopefully we'll be able to go out. Might catch a few liveys on the navigation channel markers maybe. If there's no yellowtail there, the water's a little dirty, we might have a crack to catch some tailor. I'll have a bit of a look outside and see what it's like, but anyway, well, let's go and have a look, see if we can catch some liveys. Okay, so it's a super nautical day out here today, Brandon. But what we're going to do today, when it's really rough like this, we have to work as a team. So I've got the motor kicking ahead, I'm just keeping the bow into the swell, blowing a really stiff nor'easter, and yeah, Brandon's just catching the live bait, and I've been taking the live bait off. So let's just give it a go. We'll just come around onto a little bit of bait. We have taken a couple of big ones over the front, haven't we, mate? Lucky the water's warm and it's summer.
I've taken a few showers today.
So we have got a heap of live bait, but it's very challenging. So here's a heap of bait here, Brandon. So it's down about 10-15 feet. So just give that a go. I'll keep the bow up, got them on. Whoa! Drop them in the boat, mate. Yeah, drop them on the floor. Just drop them on the floor, mate. Alright, so I'll get those off. And we've got enough live bait, mate. They're big baits.
Yeah.
So that's how you're doing in rough weather, isn't it, Brandon?
Got to take a couple showers.
And I even got some slimy mackerel out there. Okay, I'm going to throw them out first because they need a lot of oxygen. So let's get him out. Brandon and I set up for Jew fishing. We've got 3 rods out. We had a really wild time catching live bait. We've got a lot of live bait. Just having a coffee. We've had a sandwich, we've had tea. And we're just hoping to catch smash a few Jewfish. We're a little close to the sticks for my liking. So I said to Brandon's on strike first. I said, if you hit a Jew on one of them rods, man, make sure you get the thumb down on that spool because we're a little close. But anyway, that's where the fish live. So we'll see what happens. And when you're fishing on the bridge, it's a funny thing, you know, like some nights there's lots and lots of fish here and you'll catch multiple Jewfish. Some nights there's not so many and you'll just get a couple. Some nights you'll get donutted. And sometimes you'll catch a lot of fish before dark. And sometimes they'll wait until it gets dark and you get that big defined shadow on the light line coming off the bridge that will come on the tube. And it's not high tide till about 11 o'clock tonight, so we're only kind of midway through the tide. Anyway, I've got my fingers crossed that me and Brandon will get a couple of Jewfish. The fish, mate?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, nothing? Oh my God! What happened then? Man, Brandon and I have been getting belted by little fish over and over and over. I'm thinking maybe they're just small Jew, but just little fellas, 40, 45, 50s. Not able to get the yellowtail down, but whatever happened, this one's got pinned.
It doesn't feel real big.
Nah, he didn't hit it real hard, but
The current's going good.
yeah, the tide's boring, isn't it?
It's putting some weight on this. I reckon it's pretty small.
Jew. Hang on, I'll get the net. Punch him up, punch him up. Yeah, so what's happened to Brandon and I tonight is that we've had about half a dozen hits and they just haven't been hooking up. But I'd say what's happened is tonight there's a lot of really small Jew. I'd say probably, this fish is probably about, I reckon, what do you reckon, 55?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, probably this fish about 55 centimetre. I'd say there's a lot of small Jew, between 40 up to about 55. And what's happening is, yeah, they're crashing our yellowtail, and they're pulling a little bit of drag and pulling the rod over, but they're not hooking up. But anyway, that's our first one. I think the idea on nights tonight is you just got to keep checking your baits, just got to keep putting them liveys out, and just working your way through those smaller Jew, and just hoping that a big fella comes along and just smashes it. But anyway, nonetheless, every time I see a Jewfish, even though I've caught a lot of Jewfish, every time I see one, it's just, they really are an amazing fish, aren't they? Really beautiful fish. But anyway, let's go back, bro. Well, Brandon, we've been inundated with little fish, haven't we? That was a little bit better hit.
Oh, that was a really good hit. How's it feel?
Fish, Jew. In the tide. When you've got multiple rods out in the boat, quite often a Jew will run itself around the other line.
Is that what's happened here?
I'm not sure, maybe not, but the motto is just keep on winding and get them in.
Yeah. We got color?
Close. Down in the current's running really hard still.
When you ought to know, it comes in at number 2 of the classic 9 at 9. The top 9 songs that start with vocals just hit you straight in the face. That would...
Yeah. Yeah, what happens, they get hard to net the current on your own when it's really running hard. See, we picked up that other line.
Oh, yeah.
Ending on that circle look right in the corner, but like circle hooks are just such awesome things. And they will just pop out so beautifully, like on a fish. I'd say this fish is probably about 72. What I call 72.
Yeah. What we got?
Yeah, 70, really 74, 73.
Okay.
Anyway, that's our first legal fish for the night. So that's 2 Jewfish, Brandon. So hopefully we'll get a few more before the night's out. Got a little bit of damage to the front of his fin there, but yeah, beautiful fish, man. Oh, that was a good hit, Brandon.
Pretty good run.
In that current, eh?
Yeah. He's still running though. He's still taking drag. Put a little pressure on him. It's a bigger fish. Sure.
Yeah.
Coming in quick now. It doesn't feel as big anymore. I reckon he's got some size to him now. That was a really good one.
Close to the boat, mate.
Down in that current though.
Yeah. Must be close. Oh, there he is. Not a bad fish.
Download the Listen app now and listen for free.
Oh yeah, Brandon. Be close to a metre.
Oh yeah. Settle down.
How powerful are they?
Jeez. Not 100. Yeah, just a meter. He's a fat fish.
Oh. Here's a metre one.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, it's a really nice fish, Brandon. Like to say, like just over a metre. So that's good. That's 3 Jewfish for us. All right. So that fish is croaking. Let's get him back. Solid fish.
Oh yeah. There we go.
Logan recognized your work. Because I'm just like doing my job, trying to be very like professional, you know.
Hanging out with George and Mark.
Oh, they're pretty hard, isn't he?
Yeah.
2, 1, 2, 3, 5, 3. From your arm running with them, okay. Remember, ever in the office.
Oh, well, there's a double look up there. That bent way over.
Triple M's home run.
On in mind. Checking if he falls on double twist.
It's not too bad.
Isn't it? What a legal fish. When you're using circle hooks, quite often you'll catch Jew and the yellowtail will still be like that on the bridle rig, hanging out their mouth. It's interesting when you're handling Jewfish, if you can think about it, the best way to handle them is rather than grabbing them in the gills like that, up inside the gill plate, because they have got really, really, see in here? Like a jewfish has really radical inside their gills, they can slash your hands, but you can sort of grab them just here, like near the mouth like that, and sort of grab them like that. But we'll get the measurement, get this one back. Yeah, it's like a bit smaller, right? It's like a 66. Still a beautiful fish, bud. Yeah, so the little ones you can just sort of spear straight over. They're really lively and really strong. They come to the boat really quick. They're really quite green, really, but anyway, what's that for, Jew, mate?
Yeah, that sounds right.
What's our record, Brandon, here? What's our record one night? We got, what did we get, 9 or 10? I think 9.
We've had some crazy nights. If you count legal Jew, yeah, it'd be something like that. If you count Jew,
out in the river live baiting, so yeah, I think about 10 Jews. So we'll get 11 Jew tonight. Break our record. That'll be good.
No, that's being optimistic, but yeah.
Brandon, he came to the boat.
That was quick. You can tell. Extra lively.
Look at that circle. Just pinned him, eh? Another fish in the 60s. Yeah, bro. Too bad. How many choose that? 5?
Yep, 5.
All right, that's a wrap for Ozfish, for Brandon and I. It's been a sort of like a really interesting session. Like when we first got here, we anchored up probably around about, I don't know, just after 7. And what happened was there must have been a lot of small Jew between about 40 to 55 centimetres here, because we got about 6 strikes on the rods, where the rods were just bending over and the baits were getting just like smashed, but they weren't hooking up. And I think what they were was smaller Jewfish. And then eventually what happened was we stung a smaller Jew, probably around about 55 centimetres. And then as it got dark, there was definitely, the fish came on as it got dark, and we started to get a better quality of fish. But all of the fish that Brandon and I got, we probably got them over about a 2.5 hour window is when we caught all our Jewfish. So tonight, it's been a really, really fun session again with Brandon out Jewfishing. Like we caught 5 Jewfish all up. The biggest fish was when a metre won, which Brandon got, which was a really nice fish. And then we got 5 Jew, you know, spread between 55 up to a metre 1, all different sizes there. Probably about 3 legal fish. So yeah, it's been really good. Caught all our fish, you know, using circle hooks, bridle rigged, like we always do, and caught them on yellowtail. And it was really interesting when Brandon and I went out early to catch live baits. Typically in the summer, you know, you'll get these hard howling nor'easters in the summer, and yeah, you won't see many of my videos where I'm fishing, you know, like really early in the morning. I like to have a bit of a sleep in, and you know, I love to fish in the afternoon from about 3 o'clock on into the night, into the dark. I love that. But yeah, you'll get really hard nor'easters, and it makes it problematic in relation to getting your live bait sometimes. So what I did today was I didn't go till 5 o'clock till the tide began to just run in, and it was really borderline outside getting our bait today. It was really quite rough, and we did take some big green waves over the front of the boat. So what we did was Brandon and I just worked as a team. So I just stayed on the tiller and I just kept the bow directly into that swell, and I just picked the bait out on the sounder. I just let Brandon catch the fish, and it worked really well. But yeah, when you're out in really marginal conditions like that, you have to work as a team, and always best to keep one guy on the tiller, keep that motor going, keep it ticking ahead, and keep that bow into those waves, because yeah, Brandon and I, we took a couple of really green waves straight over the front there. Brandon lifted off his seat 2 to 3 feet, but he hung in there. And Brandon is a little bit susceptible to seasickness, but what he's found is that like he's been taking seasick tablets about an hour before he goes, and today it was really like pretty heavy weather and he was absolutely fine. So those tablets are working really well for him. So, and what I'd just like to say, like, if you enjoy the videos that I do, if you enjoy the content that I create, always make sure that if you're going to watch the video, yeah, subscribe to the video, hit the like button, and send me a comment if you like. I usually comment back to most guys who make comments on my videos, and what that does, it just helps the algorithm and it just makes the channel grow. So yeah, if you like Ozfish, make sure you subscribe, like, send me a comment. All right, until next time, this is Dave and Brandon signing off, and always remember, let's get some.